All right, everybody, welcome to a little upper body focus class. So my name is Sam. For this class, we're gonna need some dumbbells and we're gonna still switch it up from what we were doing before, which are those doing less amount of repetitions and then more rest. And this time we're gonna go more of that circuit style type of format. Still need some dumbbells for the class though. So have those handy and then just some water, some space. And we'll go right into the warm up here. We're going to start as always with my favorite, world's greatest stretch here. So left foot forward, right hand planted. And then we're just rotating with an exhale. Weaving it down through that opening under your arm. That's nice and easy here. And you can always have that back knee bent. So one more this side, switching up on the side. So I don't know if anyone else has just got hit by the allergies, but I sure did. So if you hear some sniffling, that's why. So same thing here, reaching down, opening up that chest a bit. All right, next one, you can be standing for this one or on your knees. We're just going to open up our chest and shoulders a bit more. So our hands are together in this position. Then we're opening up behind, coming back, that same arm, opening the book, going like perpendicular to yourself, so from the other side. Keeping chest nice and tall. Continuing to breathe here, of course. Maybe through your mouth. You also have allergies. Do one more per side here. All right, final one, we're just gonna do some rocks back and forth. So we're in a push-up position, and then we're just coming slightly over our hands here. And then rock them back. Rock it out here. A nice tight core here, flat back. So the setup for this is going to be 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. It's going to be 2 exercises, doing that consecutively. And then after we do 2 rounds of those exercises, we have a little 30-second core / ab cardio burst, and then we have a 60-second rest. Then we'll move on to different exercises. Let's do one more here. And then final one. We'll go into a little forearm stretch. So same thing, just kind of doing the reverse here. So rocking back and forth this way. So my palms are on the ground here. So we need a pair of dumbbells if you don't already have those. And some clarity later. That's my reward. All right, let's do one more here. Okay, so the first couple exercises is going to be a chest back superset. So our first one is on the ground here, and we're going to be alternating chest press. So one dumbbell is always up above. So nice tight core, and then we're trying to kind of graze our elbow down our side. So it's hitting a little bit more tricep. Coming up and down. And then the second one is going to be the reverse of that. So alternating dumbbell row. So bent knees here. And then we could go alternating, or if you want, depending on the weight you're using, we can go both at once. Remember, not just straight up, but rather back and behind with the elbows bent. And then our core exercise is going to be wood choppers. So we're here, diagonal twist, and then you can see my other toe pivot as I do that. So 30 seconds at the end of those 2 supersets. So here we go. 15 seconds or 45 seconds on, rather, 15 seconds off, starting with those chest presses. Here we go. We're off. We're alternating here, raising our sides here. So holding that dumbbell nice and steady and tall. Try not to let it move. So it's all about stabilization and control. Inhale down, exhale up. Last 5 seconds. Last one. Relax. So 15-second rest, going now into those alternating dumbbell rows. Right, 3, 2, and 1, and we're off. Tight core. So notice my back isn't flat, or it isn't rounded here, but rather it's nice and flat. And especially if you're not using super heavy dumbbells for what you're usually capable of, emphasize the squeeze at the top, holding for extra half a second. 10 seconds here. Last one. Relax. 15 seconds off. Right back into that chest press in 10 seconds. So one more time through, then we'll go into those core movements, which is the wood chopper for this round. Oh, here we go. 45. So exhale as you come up, raising the side of our body. And you can always go at a faster pace than me. But really, especially at the descent of the movement, have that be nice and controlled. So it doesn't have to go as slowly as I am, but still have to be controlled. 3, 2, 1. So if the alternating version was fairly easy for you, then you can do both at once, or you can go back and forth. So making your workout here. So maybe it's alternate, both at once, for example. "30 seconds here. Be mindful of your posture, slight bent knees. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Last 5. And relax for 15. All right, we got our core, 30 seconds, and then we have a 60-second rest. All right, we'll just switch at the halfway point. So we'll just do the same side for 15. Pivot that foot backward, diagonal rotation. And switch sides. So kind of bring it back and behind your hip almost. And relax. This is super slippery. Steady. Okay, 60-second rest here, grab a quick drink. All right, so next one are gonna be wide bicep curls. So this can be standing or on your knees. So that's here, or it could be a neutral grip. So some people have elbow issues, such as myself. So this is not quite as fun for my elbow. So that's why I do the hammer curl version, whatever you want to do for that one. Then the second one is a skull crusher. So we're here, just bending at elbows. Core workout is going to be touching with dumbbell, a little bit of core. All right. Wide bicep curl. Here we go. So I'm going to try the alternate, and then both at once version. So out to the sides here. It's getting a different part of our bicep, also hits our shoulder a bit more. Lateral shoulder, lateral delt. Last 5 seconds. Keep it going. Swan. Nice. Okay. 15-second rest. Now we're going into skull crushers. So grab dumbbells. 3, 2, and 1. So kind of coming into that bench sort of position. And we're coming down, bending at elbows. Exhale as we come up, inhale as we come down. Shoulders are nice and stationary. Really just bending at the elbows here. Get going. 3, 2, and 1. Thought time stopped for a moment there. I was concerned. Okay, here's round 2. Same thing. Wide curls. So now you kind of know, depending on the weight you have, going both at once, alternating. Squeeze that bicep. Then if you're in this kneeling position, even though it's not a kind of quote unquote core exercise, really engage your core, flex your abs. If I was gonna hit you in the stomach, that's gonna help our control as we do this. Keep going, 10 seconds. Shake it out, shake it out. Swan. All right, next shot. All right, 10 seconds. Into our skull crusher. Now we have a little core movement, and then we'll move down. Here we go, 45. So then a modification can be, depending on the weight you're using, 1 dumbbell, gripping the sides of it, same thing. And bring it to forehead or so, and just bending at elbows. Really make sure you're getting a firm grip of force on that dumbbell. About 10 seconds here. Keep breathing. All right, and relax. Let's stand up for just a moment, or sit up rather. Next, going into that core movement, 90-degree bend, and then either with or without a dumbbell, touching our toes, or touching towards our toes. So exhale, we come up. So we're using our core to bring ourselves upward, not our neck. So our neck's going to be moving a little bit, of course, but it should be fairly neutral and relaxed. Same with our jaw. And we have a 60-second rest. Grab yourself a little drink. Okay. So we're going back into a chest back superset. So the chest exercise is going to be a chest fly. So we're coming up, starting in this position, and then we're coming down, bringing the elbows close to the floor, getting nice and wide. And then same thing other side, just with the other side. So hitting our back, so back flies or reverse flies. You can also do this one single arm. So we'll see. I might switch to single arm. We'll see how I do here. All right, starting with chest flies though, 45 seconds. All right, here we go. Going down. So it's in general slow tempo down and more of an explosive, powerful movement up. Squeeze those chest muscles at the top. Carry it with an exhale. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. All right, 15-second rest. All right, reverse flies. So either both at one same position, bent knees, flat back. Taking breaks as needed. All right, let's do it. Same thing here, we're squeezing shoulder blades this time. So this one's really, it has a tendency rather to make a swing and use momentum to get up there. So try to be controlled on the way up and the way down. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Last 3. Boy. Oh yeah. Those are fun. Okay. One more round. Chest flies. All right, let's do it. Chest flies, let's get it. All the way down. So take little breaks, just like I did there. In between the working part of the set. Keep it going nice and easy. Find your pace. All right. And shot. All right, into our reverse flies here. One more round here. And switch it up. And that core movement. We go. Then a single arm version will be the same thing. Just coming out to the side, one arm at a time. Still tight core. Last 15. Don't want without me. All right, last 10. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. So our core movement is going to be a high plank position. And then we're just tapping our dumbbell that's right in front of us. There we go. So the further you tap out, the further your dumbbell is away from you, the harder it's going to be. And keep our hips nice and steady, back nice and flat. You guys are good at work out. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You're good at being famous. Yeah, it's no worries. Do your thing. All right, 60 seconds. Last little set here. So we're going to shoulder movements next. So this one is our hands are in a kind of neutral position, like so, hammer curl position. We're coming up, and then we're coming out, down, back the way we came, and up again. So that's number 1. And then our second one is going to kind of add in a hammer curl. So a little bit of a swing actually for this one. Getting a little momentum, and then pressing up power. And then we'll switch to the other side for round 2. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So starting with that shoulder movement. Last round here. Pressing up, hammer curl, coming down here, and up. Goal post, 90 degrees. So always coming up in that hammer curl. Hmm. 15 seconds. Keep going. 10 seconds. And relax. 15 seconds off. So that right arm first. So being a kneel for this one, forgot to mention that. So right arm, left knee is up, little swing, hammer curl, and then into a shoulder press. So this time it's that regular sort of shoulder press that we're used to. A little twist. We're really hitting the rotator cuff on these, well, these rotational movements. Keep it going, 15 seconds. Last 10. All right, relax. 15. All right. Back into our shoulder press with the hammer curl variation. These ones are tough. All right, here we go. 90 degrees. So we get a little chest activation as we come into center like this. Keep breathing. Relax that jaw, that face. 15 seconds. Take a little breather. 10 seconds. All right, and relax. Last movement. Well, of the day, other than our little core at the end, which I'll show in just a moment. So left arm this time, right knee's up. There we go. Let's get it. Down, rotate. Hammer curl rotation. Tight core here, really stabilizing with that planted foot. Powerful breaths. 15 seconds. Shake it out, shake it out. 3, 2, 1. And final movement of the day to keep it with our rotational theme. Russian twist, either with dumbbell or without, either floating legs or on the ground. Up to you. Last 30. So slight lean in our torso backward. Keep it going. Last 10. 3, 2, and 1. Hey, relax. Got a couple minutes here. Just want to check my computer real quick. Okay. Nice job, everybody. That was challenging. All right, I'll start with a shoulder stretch here. So I'll just lean it across here. Take some nice deep breaths, try to extend our exhales. Do one more here into the nose. And a long exhale through the mouth. Shake that one out. Switch it up, 2 breaths here. More. All right, next we'll go into that shoulder weave. So kind of a quadruped position, hands and knees. We're reaching that arm through, pressing shoulder in the ground very gently, and then rotating up, switching sides. More on this side and in the whole child's pose. All right, then final exercise. Going to that child's pose, leaning back on our calves and heels. Pressing through the ground, maybe letting your head drop. And then just last few long exhales of the day. And as always, let me know if you like this format, maybe better than the other one, just like us switching it up every week, et cetera, et cetera. Any feedback is appreciated. Or the level of how noodles your arms are. Always also a good question. Okay, we'll call that a day. Thank you all for coming. Again, my name is Sam. Little upper body class. Let me know what you thought. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next Tuesday.